So recently, Modern Warfare 3 has been getting leaked a lot, and I mean, as recently, I mean like today and yesterday. I'm recording this on the 17th of July. It's been getting leaked significantly, and some of the leaks have come from in-game screenshots of a significant amount of weapons from the game, this year's Call of Duty. Now I'm gonna go over the weapons. They're also changing up perks as well. I'm not gonna go full in depth because I only really care about the guns. I don't really care if the game plays like Modern Warfare 2019. I'm okay, and a lot of them have been saying it plays like Modern Warfare 2, all these leakers, and they will be linked down in the description of every single leaker. COD Perseus, Bob Network UK, and the ghosts of MWIII have been leaking the game a lot. So if you want to go look at these for yourself, there'll be a link down in the description. So far the images haven't been taken down yet. I'm not going to link the actual Twitter post of said images in the description, just in case Activision wants to slap me with the ban hammer here. But we're going to start off with, I'm going to assume assault rifles, and again, take this with a grain of salt. These are leaks. I don't know if these are faked. These could be faked, but I'm not entirely sure. So we're going to start off with, again, what I would assume would be the assault rifles. So first we have the Bass B. Don't be mistaken with the gun that's in Modern Warfare 2 right now. That's the Bass P. The Bass P in Modern Warfare, I keep wanting to say Modern Warfare 2019, but the Bass P in Modern Warfare 2 is the the MPX, the SIG MPX, which is just a SMG chambered in 9mm. The Bass B from this leaked screenshot, looks more to be the MCX Spear, which is the new rifle that the United States Army is trying to change to. They already, went through the entire process. This is a brand new round that the U.S. Army is going to be using, which is 6.8 by 51. Which they just take a 308 cartridge, they shorten it down, widen it, and then they make the bullet a little bit longer. That's what 6.8 by 51 is. They're also calling it 6.8 Fury. So we have a new round coming into Call of Duty. We technically already have the round in the game with the Cronin Skull. Next up, we have the MTZ-762. Which this, to me, looks like a 308 version of the ACR. Now, get your hopes up a little bit more, because the MTZ-762 looks like an ACR, but in 308. If you don't know, the original ACR is chambered in 5.56, is what the AR-15 uses, the M4A1 uses. It's what the gun is in the original Modern Warfare 2. In this game, it looks like they're bringing in the 308 version. We have a gun called the Sidewinder, which it's hard to pinpoint what gun this actually looks like. Again, to me, this looks like the older version of the ACR with maybe it's chambered in 5.56. It could be chambered in something smaller, but it does look like a longer handguard and barreled version of the ACR. I wish I could show you guys these screenshots, but I can't. And then lastly, just cut off by the side of the image is the TAC V. Now, what it actually looks like, it says the Tau V, T-A-O, and then hyphen V. It could be TAC V. It just could be. The image is kind of a little bit pixelated. Again, wish I could show you this screenshot, but I'm not going to, just in case I get the ban hammer. So yeah, I'm not sure if it's the Tau V or the TAC V. To me, it looks more like it's saying the Tau V, so that could be another variant, but I'm gonna lean more towards the TAC V, because the TAC platform in Modern Warfare 2 is kind of the SCAR platform, which there is 3 versions of the SCAR. Technically, there's 4 versions of the SCAR. We have the SCAR L, which is the 5.56 version. We have the SCAR H, which is the 308 version. We have the TAC V in the game, which is the 6.5 Creedmoor version, which is a designated marksman rifle in real life. It is in game as well. And then we have a kind of like a shortened version of the Scar L that has like a telescopic stock and has a shorter barrel and handguard. I'm not sure if that fully exists, but I have seen it. We actually have the assault rifle. So in the previous category, I realized that those were like your battle rifles or DMRs. This is the assault rifle category, and what I'm looking at right now gets me really, really excited for the guns in Modern Warfare 3, this year's Call of Duty, because there's already 2 weapons that I wanted for a long time to make a return in this game, but it hasn't yet. So first we'll start off with the AK-556, which looks like they are calling it by the AK platform now, which is a bit strange because in Modern Warfare 2 they're not called AKs, they're called cast-offs. But in this game it's called the AK-556. Now granted, it should be called the AK-102 or the AK-101. That is the AK-556 platform, but this is what it exactly looks like. The magazine, from what I'm looking at, is not correct. So this could be a point to where this could be photoshopped because the magazine isn't correct. Again, they've done that with weapon icons in the past. So just for a little example of, some people could say this is photoshopped because the AK-556, the weapon icon they're using, the magazine isn't correct, and it looks like it has pre-existing attachments on it. Because it comes with a suppressor, and most guns, this version of guns, don't come with suppressors. So unless this is a blueprint, but again, the icon says base, so I don't know. That gives me more of an example of it being photoshopped because it comes with a suppressor. Because no gun in Call of Duty history at the base version has a suppressor. So take that with a grain of salt as well. And then next up we have the CDG-58, which I'm not entirely sure what weapon this could be. This looks like a tacticalized version of the Chinese Type 56, which is a bullpup 5.56 platform. Completely wrong about this rifle. I called it a Chinese Type 56 bullpup. It's actually the QBZ-95. That was the gun in Modern Warfare 3, the original game. The Type 56 is actually the Chinese AK. For some reason, my brain was thinking of the QBZ-95 that's in Modern Warfare 3. At least I think it's what it's called. And for some reason, my brain's like, hey, it was called the Type 56 in Modern Warfare 3. It wasn't. My favorite bullpup rifle of all time is in this game. Again, I'm leaning more towards these being photoshopped solely for that AK weapon icon they're using. Also, the AK-556, it's a very close to its real life name, and then the rest of these guns have nothing to do with their real life names. So all of this could be photoshopped. I'm just putting that out there. And again, these could be placeholder names as well. So next up, the FN-F2000 is making a return from the original Modern Warfare 2 and Vanguard, because if you guys remember, they added the FN-F2000 to Vanguard for some reason. And they call it the ANVL-B, or 8. It looks more like a B. I am so excited because for some reason the FN-F2000 is my favorite bullpup assault rifle ever in the world. Everyone's fan favorite and exciting gun everyone wants, that was English, from the original Modern Warfare 2 is the ACR. They call it the MWC in this game, but the ACR is coming to this game. It looks more like the older version of the ACR. Remington made a more up-to-date version of the ACR that looks a little bit better in my opinion. That's in Modern Warfare 3, the original Modern Warfare 3. They call that the ACR 6.8 or something. And then next up, we have the MTZ-556. Now, technically, the MTZ-556 is already in Modern Warfare 2 2022, as in the Hemlock cutoff gun. I'm going to assume is the Holger 26. Now, if you guys remember from Modern Warfare 2019, they brought the G36 platform to the game as the Holger 26. which was an LMG in the game, but you could convert it into the assault rifle / carbine version, which is the G36C, and the Holger 26 in Modern Warfare 2019 was the MG36. So it looks like the G36 is returning to Modern Warfare 3 as well, which is great. Again, if these leaks are true, I was really worried that there wasn't going to be a big enough weapon selection in Modern Warfare 3, mainly because I just thought they were going to port over Modern Warfare 2 into Modern Warfare 3 and have like a couple new weapons, but it looks like I'm completely wrong, and they have literally every weapon in the game is new and it's not a repeat. I'm sure they're going to have like an M4 in the game, and then yeah, I'm sure they're going to have like your standard guns that you see in every game. So now we're moving on to what I'm assuming is going to be sniper rifles. We have a couple semi-autos in the sniper rifle category, but that's fine. So the first rifle, we have the KVB-73. Now this looks like an AK style platform that's like a DMR type of thing. I'm going to assume, and as the weapon icon that I'm looking at, it doesn't look like the caliber is going to be the one I'm going to say. I'm going to say this looks like a 308. But the magazine doesn't look big enough. It just looks like it's 5.45. If you guys don't know, 5.45 is what the standard Russian military uses. It's the AK-74. So it's the same round that the Kastov 5.45 uses and the Kastov 74U uses. Hence the name 5.45 by, I think it's 5.45 by 39. Could be wrong. So that's the first gun, again, the KVB-73. It looks like a DMR, so I don't know why it would be in the sniper rifle category. And then next up, we have the KVS Terminus, which sounds like a really badass name for a gun. And I don't know how any gun company in the world hasn't made a gun called the Terminus. I would expect the guys over at who made the Honey Badger make a gun called that. So the KVS Terminus. This, I can't pinpoint what gun this could be in real life. It kind of looks like the SIG MCX Spear, but a DMR version. So this could be chambered in 308. This could be chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. This could be chambered in 6.8 Fury. It could be chambered in 30-06, which is an old round that no military uses nowadays. So I can't really pinpoint what gun this is in real life. What it kind of looks like, it kind of looks like the SVK from Battlefield 2042. That's what it kind of looks like to me, but I'm not entirely sure, and I don't even know if the SVK is an actual real firearm. And next up, we have the AMR-50. Now, this gun was technically already in a Call of Duty game. This gun was a DLC weapon in Black Ops Cold War, and they called it the ZRG-50 or something. I can't remember what they specifically called it in Black Ops Cold War. But that rifle was a side magazine fed bolt action 20mm rifle. And in Black Ops Cold War, Treyarch didn't really model the weapon correctly because you didn't pull the bolt all the way far enough for you to actually eject a round. So you were ejecting a round that couldn't physically eject because your character wasn't pulling the bolt back all the way. Also, the rounds modeled in the ZRG, I think that's what it was called in Black Ops Cold War, they were 50 cal rounds, but the gun was a 20mm. They later fixed it when the weapon first released. You were shooting 50 cal rounds out of a 20mm, but the gun was still chambered in 20mm. That's besides the point. But this one looks like it's going to be chambered in 50 BMG. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know what nationality makes this gun. I also don't know the real life name. With all these guns, I'll put the real life counterpart picture on the screen for you guys. Just so you get a kind of resemblance of what the guns are going to look like. But yeah, this could be chambered in 20mm, but from what I can see from the magazine, again, this one's very pixelated. It looks like it's 50 BMG. So we got another 50 BMG bolt action coming into the game. And then lastly, this actually doesn't have a weapon name. It just says #weapon/JPU_JP10_SN_CDE. So that's what it says. What the gun looks like it looks like a MWIII TAC 50. So it looks like we're getting two 50 cal bolt action sniper rifles, which I'm fine with because I've always wanted a MWIII TAC 50 in a COD game since Modern Warfare 2019, actually, so not that long. Since they brought in the AX50. It also kind of does look like the AX50 and the Victus XMR. So that's kind of what the Victus XMR is in Modern Warfare 2 right now. That is the AX50 of the game because it basically looks like the same. It looks the same. So this could be alongside the AX type of platform. What is the XMR called? Like, what platform is this gun called in the game? Imperium platform. So this could be a part of the, if they continue these weapon platforms in the game, this could be a part of the Imperium weapon platform. So they got the AX50, the Victus XMR, and then they have this gun, which I'm not entirely sure what it's going to be called. Again, it's got that weird name. Again, to me, it looks like a MWIII TAC 50. It looks kind of like a mixture between the Modern Warfare 3 original MSR and a AX50. That's kind of what it looks like. Looks like to me, excuse me. The Lock 9, which they were saying is the MP5, but at the screenshot I'm looking at, this is not an MP5. It's a UMP9, which is just a 9mm version of the UMP45. And then we have the Uzi, the WSP, the WASP 9. We have this SAR 9, which technically you can already see the SAR 9 in the Modern Warfare 2 menu. If you just hover over the shipment playlist before clicking on it in the featured area, the character is holding a 9mm AR. And then the Striker 45 is the UMP 45. So for Charlie Intel calling the Lock 9 an MP5, it's not an MP5. It's a UMP 45 just chambered in 9mm using MP5 mags, because that's what the weapon icon is. Last sniper rifle that we talked about is called the JP10, which would make sense because it's got JPU, which is probably the firearm manufacturer that IW likes to do in their games, and then underscore JP10. So that makes sense. To do, like, comment, subscribe, ding dong notification bell so you guys know when I upload next, especially on more COD 2023 news. Hopefully we get something soon, because if IW or whoever the fuck is making this game, because we were told IW is making it and then we were told Sledgehammer was making it, we don't fucking know. If they don't reveal this game soon, they're gonna have to reveal it the day they release the beta, and then we play the beta for a week and then the game comes out. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. This has been Obsessed with Modern Warfare.